Hey everyone. I was recently asked by a professor to do a short video on what I am thankful for. And it's a thankfulness, not a generic one, not one that would say, "Oh, I'm thankful for the air in my lungs. I'm thankful for blue skies and green grass." It's no, what are we thankful for that can be rooted in history? That can be traced, that has a story to it, a background to it. And as I was sitting here thinking and praying about it, probably one of my best recent testimonies has to do with the church that I attend. I go to a church in South Pasadena, California, and when I came on board into the church, I came as an intern because I go to Fuller Seminary, and the seminary required me to join an internship or an apprenticeship in order to graduate with a master's in divinity. Okay. Anyway, so I got hooked up with this church, with the pastor and the congregation. And when I took that position, I was in a time of transition. I was very ill, having serious health problems. I was moving into a new place at the time, and there were a lot of difficulties that were happening in my life, and I was depressed, and I was sad, and I don't have a history of depression, but I was really depressed. Anyway, I took the internship because I had to. I didn't really want to take it. I didn't want to get back into ministry at the time. I felt like I wanted to work on myself. That feeling like I don't want to do what God is calling me to. There's something wrong with me. And God, he kind of wins that argument. He goes, "But I have called you, or I am calling you, or I'm leading you." And so I took the internship as it was right for me. And when I got into this church, there were these people there, the members, about 30 or 20 or 30 or whatever it is. They are so kind and genuine and honest. As I began to go to the service, I felt like I entered into not a religious ceremony, but into a family, into people who did life with one another and who knew each other very well. And I was allowed in. Paul talks about, the writer of Hebrews talks about us being grafted into the vine of, or the bush of, or the inheritance of Israel. We were grafted in. And I felt like when I began to attend this church, I was grafted into it. I was accepted and respected and liked. And when I guess made that step of faith and connected with God's calling and God's purposes in my life, at that moment I began to feel the burdens that I've been under lift. They begin to lose their attention. They were no longer this front and center. I felt free and liberated, because not only was I honoring God's will, I was in a place where I was loved or valued, and I could love and value in return. And that began to transform my thinking and my heart and my spirit, and it breathed new life into me when it was needed.